trigger warning, I want to talk for a moment about the Sondra Massey body cam footage. I will not be showing any of it, but I'd like to discuss it for a moment. There's one aspect that I find particularly disturbing and novel, and it should go without saying I'm a white woman and I am very many steps removed from the Black experience, so take what I have to say here with however many grains of salt you find appropriate. And all of the myriad body cam footage and media coverage that we have seen of pigs executing Black bodies since 2020, and for many of us going back much farther than that, Trayvon Martin having grown up in Florida, going back even further as an elder millennial to the Rodney King incident. I was only 9 years old, but that and the ensuing riots certainly informed on me in a subconscious level. The brutalizations and in many cases the unalivings, the situation is very active. Like you can see the act playing out, right? What struck me about the Massey footage is concerning the second officer, and I cannot find his name in any news outlet. The second officer whom Sean Grayson prevented from getting the med kit and intervening medically on her behalf. In the latter portion of the body cam footage, trigger warning again, even though the image is blurred, you are getting a first-person POV of this second deputy holding Sonya's head in his hands, in his lap, so to speak, whilst you hear the audio, which is harrowing, because what you are hearing is her choking on her own blood, and you know that she has a unalive shot to her head. He is doing nothing. He is saying nothing. He is not attempting to comfort her. He is not letting her know help is on the way. He is simply holding her head in his hands, and you are looking down at it. It is a completely passive act of aggression. And there is something particularly novel about seeing aggression by way of inaction. This second officer who did nothing to intervene medically because Sean barked at him and just sits with her head in his hands while she is horrifying in a way that I don't think we've seen in previous incidences of police brutality going on. It's just like 2 minutes of first-person POV footage of his body cam looking down at her while she suffers and dies. And after bearing witness to 10 months of a genocide and everything else going on in the world, I'm not numb, but I'm certainly becoming acclimatized to a level of violence that I did not think was possible. There is something that I cannot quite articulate, but I'm doing my best to name, which is this incredibly evil act of aggression against an innocent Black woman by way of doing nothing. The aggression is passive, not in the sense that it is peaceful, obviously, but in the sense that, like, there's beyond the pew shots to her, the rest of it is just inaction. It's she may have been, could she have been saved? We won't know. Am I making any fucking sense right now? This shit is bonkers. This shit is... There is no scenario where I can imagine calling the police for anything, ever.